first snow ever for the fall. We finally got our real first snow. So, very cool. I just wrapped up a daytime shift. I don't really record that much when I'm at my clients. So it's kind of weird. But basically, what could a daytime shift look like? Today, honestly, it was giving the parents the chance to go to work, and hold baby. Oh my gosh. Hopefully I can edit that. Baby got some extra cuddles. Is pace feeding really well. And is super cute. And like very alert and like engaged. So I love daytime shifts. I love overnights too, but like daytime shifts, I feel like you can really, parents are like more awake, so you can really give them tips and tricks, and the information you leave them with is more, there's more attention than like in the middle of the night when they're exhausted too. So that's why I really love daytime. But like if you have a family that's like, we don't need tips and tricks, we need sleep, I think that's where the overnights really are so beneficial. But yeah, so that is kind of what I did. It was pretty chill. So yeah, I also picked up some Starbucks because I actually had a migraine earlier. I don't know, I ate a good breakfast, but sometimes I'm not able to see or have auras, and they last for like 30 minutes, so that was pretty tough. So yeah, I'm just grabbing something real quick and heading home. Whew. I got some treats for the kiddos. See if they like it. Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Jay. I am a full spectrum doula here. In case you didn't know and you're new to my channel, go ahead and like and subscribe right now. This is my 4th Vlogmas episode, my first time doing this. Thought it would be fun. But please excuse me, I just recovered from a migraine. And it's like really hot in my house. I had to turn the air conditioner on, even though we just had like a snowstorm 2 days ago. Anyway, so I just kind of wanted to go over some of the things that I think would be great, either stocking stuffers or gifts for any new moms to be or new parents to be. Either they just had a baby or they're about to have a baby. Here's some things that you can share with them for Christmas. New moms in particular, everyone like buys stuff for the baby, which is great. And like people are never like, oh, what do you need? Like your body just went through this like traumatizing experience. Like what can we do to help you recover? Because if you've just given birth, like you can't pour from an empty cup. It just makes postpartum even harder if no one is prioritizing you and if you're not prioritizing yourself. So first thing that I'm going to toot the horn about is getting a postpartum belly bind or Ayurvedic belly bind, or sometimes Bangkok belly binds. There are different types. I'm certified in Ayurvedic belly binding. So I recommend these, and I'll put links below where you can get some of these items. But these are pretty simple. They're usually made out of cotton muslin. And if you're like really into it and you want a fancy one, sometimes they come in like really beautiful prints. Some people hand dye them. I do make these by myself. I was taught how to make them, and I enjoy making them. But there's so many options, but I really like to stick to like cotton muslin or the cotton batik fabrics because you can wear this underneath your clothes. So when you go back to work, it's just an extra support system. It to ground you, kind of like, well, not kind of, but definitely helps support you in your postpartum healing, because after you have a baby, your womb and like your body just kind of feels empty and like a whoopee cushion is how I would describe it to some people. Some people describe it as like they're walking and they feel like all their organs are going to fall out of their vagina. That is, yes, those are all things that we may experience. Be sure to go see your physical therapist about it, as well as an Ayurvedic belly binder. There's so many of us all over the place. But yeah, I highly recommend getting a belly bind and setting up a session with an Ayurvedic belly binder for that mom to be. It's like I think it's a great gift. It's experiential and it shows that you are thinking about her healing instead of buying bows and pajamas. Those things are great, but like mom doesn't need those things. As you can tell, I'm a very mother focused postpartum doula. So the next thing that I would encourage you to get her is something that has to do with yoni steaming or intimate steaming or vaginal steaming. I don't know what people imagine this like process to be, but like it's very basic. It's like very basic in the execution. So I would recommend you get someone in a yoni steaming pot. This is like a really cute one, and I'll drop the link below. Like I said, it has a nice top on it, and essentially you boil some water on the stove with some yoni steam herbs in it for about 10 to 20 minutes. Once that is done, you pour that back into the pot, and then mom can either kneel or stand over it, let the steam rise. And again, I'm also training to be certified in yoni steaming, but you don't have to be certified to do your own yoni steaming unless you have like no clue what's really happening. But it's definitely a tradition and a practice across the world, and it just feels really nice. You could technically say you yoni steam in the shower, that steam that comes up from a hot shower. But obviously, just be careful because you're dealing with boiling water, and make sure you get the right herbal blend. So this one's a postpartum steam herbal blend that I got off of Etsy from Wildflower Wellness. So great product. You can do it right after your menstrual cycle is done. It helps with yoni steaming, helps with that. It helps with menopause. It can help induce labor. But yeah, really beautiful practice and tradition that I think a lot of people are intimidated by, but it's nothing to be intimidated by. The next thing I would tell you to get is like if your mom is breastfeeding. I love these breast pillows. Now I have to remember where I got them, but they're like little, I don't know what's inside of this one, but like little herbs in here, and you pop them in the microwave for like 30 seconds or like 15 to 13 seconds, and then you put them, you put them on your boobs to help with the pain and discomfort. Well, discomfort that might come with breastfeeding. Breastfeeding shouldn't be painful, at least not past the first 2 weeks and not past the first 30 seconds of baby latching on. But if you're not pumping regularly and you're getting clogged ducts or things like that, you want to be careful. Make sure you have a good pump cycle. You don't have to be a power pumper, but make sure you're expressing the milk. But if you're feeling any discomfort in the beginning days, some warm or cold compresses are great. But I love these warm. You put them in the microwave. They're amazing. And I suppose you could put them in the fridge too. So add those to the list. The other thing is most insurances do cover breast pumps, but not all insurances cover specific brands. So when people ask me what brands to get, I'm like Spectra, and Spectra. So this is what I'm talking about. This is a very, I've had this pump for 7 years. But this is a Spectra. I think this is the S1. I have the S2. It's somewhere. That one's baby blue. The baby blue one you can charge. It's portable. This one you cannot charge. You have to plug it in. But I traveled a lot with this one. Like I would plug it in on the plane and pump. I would plug it in. I used to have a vehicle that had outlets. But then when I bought my second pump, I was able to charge that up and take that on the go. It's still the same size. I do have a wearable pump that I sometimes recommend, but in the very beginning of breastfeeding, you want to be using a hospital grade pump. So either the Spectra or the Medela. I'll say that. And like I said, most people's insurances cover those, but if they don't, that could be a great gift to get someone. The other thing I recommend is some kind of like postpartum belly balm or cream. You want to whoever you're buying your gift for, they basically have to create like heat in their body to heal from postpartum. And so you want warming oils to be used or massaging lotions that get warm really quickly and really easily to be used on the tummy before you do any kind of binding. So like you take a shower, you just had a baby, you take a shower, or you're helping your wife out. She just had a baby, she's taking a shower, and she comes out. Then she would apply some kind of warming lotion, or belly balm. So a belly balm, or honestly, Palmer's cocoa butter formula. They have like a postpartum package at Target, but like any of these they're consistent. Like this is a consistent brand. The thing with big brands like these is they tend to, well, they have a lot of money and they have a lot of R&D, so they're constantly researching their products. But don't forget to support small owned businesses through Etsy. There are plenty of belly balms on Etsy, but you really want it to be some kind of warming oil. So, like, I make my own. I don't sell it, but I make my own for clients, and I usually put coconut oil, shea butter, rose petals, calendula, and citrus in it. See how this one came out. Oh, it's kind of cute. So I make this. Um, but yeah, some kind of belly oil. It's great. Other thing I think is really cute is stocking stuffers. It's anything made by the brand um Kitsch, KITSCH or something, like little hair products. Honestly, like you're a homebody those first couple of weeks postpartum, but it doesn't mean your hair can't be cute. And we know you probably can't get to the flat iron or the curling iron, but these satin wrappers, the satin pillowcases, those are clutch. Those I think are gonna save you. Like the scrunchies. Um, Take care of your hair because you can lose it with postpartum shedding. So I always encourage people like take care of your hair. The other thing I want to share that you can get as a stocking stuffer is like breast milk storage bags. Any brand of these will do, honestly. And if mom's not into plastic, you can just buy, honestly, really small mason jars instead, because those are plastic. They are non BPA, but for those folks who prefer not to use plastic, you can get people like glass bottles. The only thing is they take up a lot more space in the freezer. So, um, and then something else is like, I love this brand, Her Plum. Um, they make, well, she makes reusable menstrual products. And I like them because you're not putting any of these weird chemicals and products near near your vagina while you're trying to heal. And she's got one that's called It's Heavy Heavy. I think that's the heaviest flow. And that could be really great in the early postpartum days. Let me talk about some books. So I know there's different kind of expecting parents out there. There's the ones that read all the books, and there's the ones that don't. And that's fine. Because I feel like even if you read a book, when you're in the whirlwind of postpartum, you kind of forget like 80% of what you read. Um, but I still think reading's important. And let's be real, you're gonna be up in the middle of the night in that last trimester, or like those early postpartum months. Um, don't go shopping on Amazon in the middle of the night. Sorry, this tag is like getting on my nerves. So anyway, I have a couple of books that I recommend you can buy for the bookworm mama. The first one is Happy Mama Postpartum Self Care. How to navigate like the first 12 weeks of postpartum. This one's pretty good. See, I've tabbed it out. I mean, even me, a doula and an experienced mom, there's just so much that changes every couple of years. So I think it's great to always like refresh yourself, just kind of remind yourself about things, and like just do your best. I think that's what's important with most of these books. It's like just do your best. Um, this is another really good one, especially I think if you're a working mom and you have to get back to work. I know it says for 6 weeks, but it has some really good stuff in here, especially like how to prep, like to leave work, and like how to go back to work. Um, it talks about, this one's good. This one talks about shit people don't want to talk about. So constipation, your joints hurting, C-section scars. This is actually a really pragmatic one. I like this one a lot. It has quick meals and snacks. Talks about hemorrhoids and how you can alleviate this stuff. All sorts of great. I really like this one. This is very, like, if you are like a pretty logical human being, like, this is a good one. So maternity leave. Yeah, and if you're working and you gotta go back, whether you gotta go back in 2 weeks or 7 months, everyone's got different privileges. And then finally, I say if you're a first time mom, oh sis, you're pregnant. This is a good one. It's like very easy to read. It's got different story, different like situations that people have experienced. Also, like how to prep mentally for labor. If you feel like you have diastasis recti or recti, whatever, your abs are split after postpartum. Talks about breastfeeding and low supply. Not everyone has like a ton of milk or makes a ton of milk. Yeah, this is a really, really good one. It's very eye-opening too, because like I think a lot of people think like pregnancy and postpartum is like rainbows and unicorns, but that's not necessarily the case. And then finally, that's done with the books, but now this other item is overstated: a heating blanket. um, After you belly bind, or when you're about to go to bed, or if you've done some like diaphragmatic breathing to kind of restore your mind to core connection. Um, my kid threw up on this actually the other day, and I tried to clean it, but I don't. Anyway, get one that is machine washable, so that's a good point. And then, yeah, you can put this on your room. You can put this on your perineal area. Be careful with the heat. Keep it pretty low, and that again, creating that warmth and that heat is what's going to help promote recovery. So those are just a couple items that you can put in stocking stuffers or gift to your loved one that's having a baby soon. My final recommendation is buying someone a doula for the night. So just get someone, if you can, get them a postpartum doula visit. Um, One that's like a minimum 5 hour shift so they can see and feel the value of having a postpartum doula. You can even get them an overnight one if you wanted to. So the tough part is like picking the right doula. But maybe if you go with an agency and you buy them a gift card, they can interview a bunch of doulas that, and then they can pick who they want. So that's something creative to do as well. So that's all I got. Hope you enjoy the rest of this vlog. Bye. See you in the next episode. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe and share with people, please. Thanks.